Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another how to play guitar lesson. I'm going to be doing some Afro Beat stuff today. So if you don't know Afro Beat, there was a man from Nigeria in the 70s, Fela Kuti. He was a revolutionary. If you think of Bob Marley, imagine like the lesser known Bob Marley, the impact that Bob Marley had on the world, spreading music, sort of coming from nothing and rising up and sort of fighting against the man per se. That was Fela Kuti in Nigeria, but even before, and arguably even more of a badass. This guy was so intense. He had like a 20-30 piece band and like he had 20 wives. I mean, this is a long story. There's a lot of history. If you want to check it out, that's cool. But what he really did was he pioneered this style called Afro Beat. At the time, James Brown and funk was becoming big, so they were being really influenced by jazz. Fela was a jazz saxophone player, being really influenced by jazz, but also funk, and then also African rhythms and sort of tribal sounds. So it all kind of meshed together, lots of polyrhythms, which if you don't know, I can talk about that in another video. Polyrhythms, I would look them up, super cool. But what I really admire about Fela, besides from all the epic things that he did and just being a total badass, was Afrobeat. If you listen to his music, most of the songs are 15-20 minutes long. The same chords, usually just like one or two chords. Very simple, but very awesome. But just like very just sort of rhythmic, repetitive stuff, but that allows you to really dance and get free. And I love the guitar styles in it. I use a lot of similar guitars in a lot of playing that I do. A lot of stuff is minored, so you gotta get this. You know, whatever. So I want to show you just a little bit of the guitar, just to kind of open your world up to another style of music. Not everyone knows Afrobeat. It's not as popular as reggae, for example, but and reggae is a very someone's texting me. But Afrobeat, it's just more. It's more this like. That sort of just groovy, funky, simple. What's amazing about this is even if you're a beginner at guitar and you learn a couple simple chords, and then you can start to really, and you learn that. It just has such a cool, it just makes, every time I hear it I feel good. So just to show you, I'm going to be playing this chord. This is a D sharp minor, and the full chord you can play, well, D sharp, there it is. That was a D. So you could play as your regular chords. Honestly, you could do an A minor if you want to keep it really easy. Just work on A minor. So let's focus on this chord. This is an interesting chord. But the point is, you can play this rhythm pattern anywhere. All you do is pick a chord that you like. Like I said, usually very, very minored. I know that's not your phone. That is my phone dinging, so don't have a Pavlovian response, right? So what I'm going to be doing is playing this D sharp minor, but I like to play just these three bottom notes. Sometimes I'll add that fourth note, but I basically have my pointer finger on the 6th fret, 1st string, so this high E string, right? And then it's kind of like a diagonal pattern. Then the next string, which is the B, I have it on the 7th fret. So, show you. And then just one more down and one more over. So on the 8th fret and the 3rd string, which is the G, I have my ring finger, which now has a ring on it. And if you see that you might hear that little bit of that extra note ringing on this one, but you do your best to just play the bottom 3 notes. You can kind of try to mute them with your hand, right? So it's like dun 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 dun. And here is why I love acoustic guitar, because the rhythm is very involved. Of course, every instrument is based around rhythm in some way, whether it's drum, piano, whatever it is. But acoustic guitar allows you to really create those sounds. Usually I would be playing this on electric, and Fela's band has got an electric guitar player. But what I love about playing the acoustic is I can sort of create all these sounds because of the rhythm of it. Looks like we have a text coming in. I should probably mute my phone for these things, right? However, it's all good. So, just real life. So what you want to practice is dun, 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 dun. And what I'm doing is I'm taking my pinky, so I'm playing these fingers, leaving my pinky open, and my pinky is going to be hitting and letting and releasing. So just adding those extra little touches. So without my pinky, it's just so dun, 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 and you can add little or you can just do. And what's happening is, of course, a band, there's a lot of other instruments, so the drums are taking the. So you can just be playing the. Or you can be playing it without drums and just. Soloing will be like. I'm not even getting into that right now, but it's also hard to really solo with that other instrument going on. But this is just a very basic, simple thing. What's cool is you can take this same little chord pattern and put it into any chord. You could do major if you wanted to. But what's something about that minor? So much Afro Beat is minor, but what you can do is move these fingers around. So if you don't want to play a D sharp minor, you can come up here. Boom! Yeah. And see, I'm always varying that. It doesn't have to be. You can change it up, you can go. Just little tiny things, little changes. Or. Little things like that. So play around with this chord structure, have fun, just get that rhythm. It's really about that. Like that, and if you want, you can use your ring finger to sort of mute this other chord so you don't accidentally hit that chord. I've been kind of hitting it once in a while, but I can also mute it like that. Have fun, play around, enjoy rock and roll, guys. Peace out. Subscribe to You Enjoy Life for much more.